Today, I'm going to be showing you the first things to do for the brand new iPhone 14. Now, the iPhone 14 doesn't release until September, but we've received early access to iOS 16, and in today's video, I want to show you all how to gain early access to iOS 16 and dive into all the hidden features that come with it, so when the iPhone 14 is released, you'll be able to use it like an absolute pro. So let's dive into today's video, the first things to do for the brand new iPhone 14 and iOS 16. First things first is we're going to want to get iOS 16 updated and installed on our phone, and that is super easy to do. All you have to do is just go to settings, then scroll down to general, and then click software update. As you guys can see, I already have iOS 16 installed on my iPhone, but if you haven't, make sure you're plugged into a power source or if your iPhone's above 50%. Otherwise, it won't be able to allow you to install it. So make sure you're powered up, ready to go so you can install this. And once that's installed, just come back to this video so I can show you guys how to set this up and dive into some incredible features for iOS 16. Now, to get early access to iOS 16's beta version, it is super easy to do. And all you have to do is just go to Safari and then go to betaprofiles.com. That is betaprofiles.com. And the link for this website is going to be in the description of this video. So check that out after this video when you guys want to update your phone to iOS 16. But as you can see, we're now on the Beta Profiles website right here, and you guys are going to see we have the option to download all of Apple's new updates, the beta version of them, including iOS 16, watchOS 9, and others. But if we scroll down to get iOS 16 right here, all you're going to see is iOS 16 download, and it's super easy to download off of this website. It is completely safe, and all you have to do is just click Install Profile right here. It's going to take us to this warning page where it's going to let you know that this is the beta version. It's going to give you some information on how to install it, and all you have to do is just click Install Anyways. So just click that when you're done, and you guys can get the next step for iOS 16's download of the beta version. You're going to click Install Anyways right here, and then it's going to take you to the next page on this website. You're going to click Allow. Then it's going to say the profile has downloaded. Then it's going to show you the next steps in the process to get this beta version of iOS 16. So first things first is you're going to want to make sure all of your data is backed up on your phone before downloading it so it can transfer over when you download iOS 16. So quickly do that, archive and back up all of your data that you want to keep when downloading iOS 16. And then after that, it's going to basically tell you to go to your settings and install iOS 16. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now that the profile has been downloaded into my settings. Once we're in settings, we're going to scroll down to general right here, and just by clicking general, you're going to see software update, and you're going to want to click on that right here. And then as you can see, iOS 16 developer beta software is now available to download and update on my iPhone. And once you read through all this information, you're going to be able to click Install Anyways, and now your iOS 16 is going to begin to install and update on your phone. Like any other update with iOS or Apple, it's going to take a little bit to download. Your iPhone's going to shut off and restart. And then once that's all set, it's going to begin to download on your phone. And just like that, you're going to have iOS 16 ready to go, and you're going to be able to use it in any way you like. And like I said, this is completely safe. I've had this for my phone for 2 weeks now, and it's working incredible. And there's amazing features with iOS 16. I think it's the best Apple update yet. And I want to show you guys in this video some amazing features that come with iOS 16. So let's dive into those after you get this beta version set up on your phone. If you guys look at my lock screen, you'll also notice that the notifications are now at the bottom of the lock screen opposed to the top in previous iOS updates. This is a brand new feature for iOS 16 as well with the lock screen, and now it allows notifications to go onto the bottom of the screen so they're out of your way when you're viewing the weather or any other information you want to see on your lock screen. This allows them to be out of the way so you guys can look at anything you want, and then if you want to click on the notification, you guys can just view them down here. But otherwise, this is a brand new feature I wanted to show you guys. Now they're out of the way, which I think is super convenient for iPhone users. And if you guys want to just click on those notifications, all you have to do is just click them, and it'll take you right there after entering your password or using your Face ID to get into your iPhone. So definitely check that out when you guys get the chance. One of the coolest new features for the photo app with iOS 16 that I forgot to talk about earlier is the ability to lift a certain subject or picture off of a background and use that and edit that in any way you like. This is super cool, and I want to show you guys how this is done, so let's dive right into it. So let's go to the Photos app right here, and as you can see, I have a picture of my Apple Watch on this desk, and say I just want to remove this subject, which is the Apple Watch, away from the background, and all I have to do is just hold down the subject, which is the Apple Watch in this case, and watch what happens. By holding that down, now the option is to copy or share that specific subject and remove the background completely. So say I want to share this subject I'm going to just click share right here. I'm going to create a new text messages. And now only the Apple Watch is going to show up in this text message, which I shared, instead of the background being there as well. So this is a brand new feature showing off the intelligence that iOS 16 comes with. It's some very intuitive software. It's pretty amazing. So definitely check that out if you guys want to try this new feature on iOS 16 with your iPhone. One of the greatest and new features for iOS 16 is that it allows you to create multiple lock screens and switch between them easily. Apple has created tons of new lock screens with widgets, weather, and different displays that are all very unique in their own style. And I want to show you guys how to set this up so you can have multiple lock screens going on at once and you can choose between them with ease. So it's super easy to do. If you want to create or edit a new lock screen, all you have to do is just hold down on a lock screen like this. It's going to zoom out and then you have multiple options to choose between new lock screen. So for example, if we want to click add new right here, we just click that. And as you can see, Apple created tons of new wallpapers for your lock screen. We have anywhere from feature to weather and astronomy. We have emoji ones down here. We have a new collection down here, tons of different ones to choose from. So say for example, you guys want to have the weather on your lock screen so you can see it at all times, so you can know what it's like outside before you go out. We can just click weather and astronomy right here, and then you guys can edit that to make sure you guys can customize that to your needs. Then we're going to click done right here. And as you guys can see, this is my new lock screen right here. So this is one of the many lock screens you guys can choose from. As you can see, it even shows when the sunset's gonna occur. But if we go back to this, and I wanna show you guys another one right now, we have the option to customize this one. We can click done, and then we can go even create another lock screen. You can have as many as you want on your lock screen so you guys can switch between them with ease. If we go back, say we wanna do an emoji one, we can click this right here. And as you can see, we have the fish emojis in the background of my lock screen. So depending on what you want, you guys can choose between all the lock screens that you have, and you guys can choose which one you want for the day or the hour or whatever that may be. So I wanna go back to weather and keep that on, and I'll have this throughout the day. But if I want to edit this, I can just hold this down and choose from other lock screens I've created or customize new ones. So this is a brand new feature for iOS 16. I definitely recommend using it if you guys want to have multiple wallpapers going on at once. This allows you to switch between them with ease and choose new ones as you move forward with iOS 16. So definitely check out this feature if you guys want to edit and customize your own lock screens on your iPhone. When editing and customizing your lock screen, you can also change the font and the color of certain text on this lock screen with iOS 16. And I also want to show you guys how to do that. So for example, if we click the time when editing this lock screen, I can choose the font color. I can choose any of these ones right here, and it'll automatically transfer to that text font. And then we can also choose different colors. So say we want pink, for example. Now my numbers and text will show up as pink on my lock screen. So you guys can essentially edit your lock screen in any way you want. For example, if we click Monday the 13th right here, we can also add new widgets like the weather, the calendar, the clock, like I previously showed you guys. So there's tons of different features you guys can use with your wallpapers on iOS 16 to customize it in any way you guys want. So I think this is super cool and it's definitely worth checking out. You guys can essentially customize your lock screen in any way that you want, and I think it's super cool and it was worth showing you guys. This is one of the newest and coolest features for iOS 16. So when you guys get that set up, definitely edit the wallpaper in any way you'd like and your ability to do so with iOS 16. iOS 16 also has brand new focus mode settings that allow you to link a certain focus mode with that certain wallpaper you're using at the moment. So for example, like I previously showed you guys can choose multiple wallpapers on your lock screen with your iPhone, and you guys can link certain focus modes depending on the time of the day with each of those wallpapers. So say for example with this wallpaper, I want to link a certain focus mode. I just hold that down. Then by clicking that, you guys are going to see we have the option to select a focus mode to turn on with this specific lock screen. We can choose from do not disturb, personal, sleep, or work. So I'm going to click do not disturb right here, just normal one. So this is the do not disturb mode for this specific wallpaper. But say I want to go to a new wallpaper, I just hold that down, then go to this one, for example, and by clicking on this and holding it down, you guys are going to see we can choose a different focus mode for this specific wallpaper. For the previous wallpaper, I choose do not disturb, but say for this one, I want to choose sleep. I just click sleep for this one. And now you guys are going to see that for this specific mode, we have sleep. And then for this wallpaper, we have do not disturb. And then for any of my wallpapers, I can choose a certain focus mode to link with that specific wallpaper. This is a very convenient and useful tool depending on what wallpapers you want to use and which focus mode you want to use during the day with your iOS 16 update. So definitely check that out if you guys want to better focus when using your phone. Just choose that wallpaper and link that specific focus mode. And you guys can do this right now with iOS 16. So definitely give that a try. Then come back to this video for more great features on iOS 16. and great new focus mode settings that come with it. I've already shown you guys tons of new features you guys can use with the lock screen on your iPhone with iOS 16, but I haven't gone over the home screen yet and some cool new features you guys can use with iOS 16 on this page, and I want to show you guys that right now. So if you're scrolling through all your apps, you see these 3 tabs at the bottom. You can actually search your apps just by clicking this button like this, and by clicking that, it's going to have Siri suggestions pop up, certain recommendations, and you can search on any information or apps you want to look up here in a moment. I definitely recommend doing this if you have a lot of apps to choose from, because it can be a hassle to scroll through all of them and find them manually. So this is a much easier way to locate certain apps that you're looking for that you want to use in the moment. So definitely use the Siri suggestions and search tab that you can find right here when looking on the home screen for your iPhone. Then also I just want to go to the control center to show you guys something new that I noticed. This isn't the craziest feature, but it is new, so I figured I'd show it with you guys. So let's go to the control center right here. Once you're there, you're going to see we have this little tab at the top that says weather with my location icon turned next to it. So if we click on that, it's going to show my privacy settings, and it's essentially going to show which apps I'm using at the moment that have used location recently. So right now at the moment, only my weather app has the location turned on recently, but say you're using other apps like Snapchat or Instagram, you would see those apps there as well. And this is a nice little tool to see which apps have their location turned on in this privacy section in the control setting. So it's super easy to navigate and find through your iPhone. I definitely recommend checking that out if you get the chance. It'll just allow you to see which apps have that privacy and location turned on. So feel free to check that out when you guys get the chance, then come back to this video.
If you're still using old-fashioned, slow charging and messy lightning charging cables, it is time for you to say goodbye to those. Your phone has incredible MagSafe technology built right into it, which allows you to wirelessly and magnetically charge your devices. If you're going to invest so much money into an iPhone, then you should be giving yourself a premium experience, which all starts with something that you need to do every day, and that is charging your actual device. Get the absolute most out of your iPhone with LGear's 2-in-1 lightning charging stand. This stand allows you to magnetically and wirelessly charge both your iPhone and your AirPods simultaneously. Place your phone anywhere on the sleek charging stand and you're going to feel that magnet automatically attach right to your phone. LGear wanted to make sure that you can use your phone for all of its uses without having to take it off the stand, which is why they included dual coil technology so you can use your phone both vertically and horizontally in landscape mode. This means that you can still send your messages, emails, or anything else, or you can flip your phone sideways and watch your favorite videos and movies while your phone is still being charged in the background. This stand is made with the highest quality materials like metal and tempered glass, and they also put non-slip silicone on the bottom of the stand. LGear used official MagSafe technology, so you never need to worry about your phone falling off the stand or having to fidget around with your phone to get it in the right position. As I already mentioned, this is a 2-in-1 lightning charging stand, so you can charge 2 devices at the same time by using the second wireless charger on the back of this stand. This is perfect for charging a pair of headphones or even a second iPhone. Wait no longer and finally go upgrade your charging experience by going to LGear.com. Stop using those old-fashioned, slow charging and messy lightning cables and upgrade to the 2-in-1 lightning charging stand that's perfect for your desk or your nightstand, and it's also being sold at an incredibly discounted rate. So go to LGear.com. The link's on the screen and down in the description. Enjoy.
Arguably the greatest new feature for iOS 16 is all the great things you can do with the messaging app. They're all incredible, and the main feature I want to show you guys is how to undo or edit text messages after you send them. It's a brand new feature I think they should have done a long time ago, and I'm very glad they got this done. It's about time. So I want to show you guys how this works and all the great new features that come with iOS 16 and the messaging app on your iPhone. So let's dive right into it. So as you can see, I created a new message, and before I send it, this is the feature I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is the ability to undo messages or edit them after you send them, and it's a brand new feature I want to show you guys. It's super cool, so let's dive into it, and I'm going to show you guys how this is done. So say, for example, I want to just text this hi right here. Basically what's going to happen is I'm going to click hi, and then I'm going to hold down that message right after it's sent, and then you're going to see I have the option to undo the send or edit the send. So if I want to undo the send, all I have to do is just click undo, and now that's going to be disappeared from that contact and that text message. There's going to be a little heading that pops up right here that says you unsent a message to this specific contact, and you may be able to see your message on devices running with older versions of iOS, but since we have iOS 16, this completely disappears because I deleted that message. But now I want to show you guys how to edit a message after you send it. So say I type hi again right here, send that like this. Now I'm going to hold down that hi again right here, and then we're going to have the option to edit that message. So we're going to click hi and edit that message. I'm going to say, hi, how are you? So instead of saying hi, I'm going to type this instead because I just edited that message. This is a brand new feature for iOS 16 that I think is super cool. It allows you to fix any text messages you wanted to fix before sending them because we never had that privilege beforehand. So if you guys need to edit a message or unsend a message, you guys can do that now with iOS 16. I definitely recommend doing it because it is a great tool for future text messages. And on top of this, it's important to note that you guys can only do this with recent messages. If they're messages from a long time ago, you won't be able to edit or unsend them. So when you send a message recently, that's when you're going to be able to edit and unsend those messages. So just keep that in mind. You can't do it with older messages, but messages that you just sent recently, you can edit them or unsend them in any way you want. And I just wanted to run that by you guys because this is a great new feature for iOS 16. So definitely try that out when you guys get the chance. It's super cool and I absolutely love it. There's also brand new features with the focus mode and sending emails in your messaging app on iOS 16 that I also wanted to show you guys. So if we go to the Mail app where you guys can send in delivered emails, you guys just click right here and it's going to say what's new in Mail. So it's going to give you a brief introduction right off the bat. And for example, it says scheduled send. So you can set up messages to be sent at a right time or a specific time you guys want them to be sent. So it's easier and more convenient when sending those messages. You guys can get reminders to deal with messages in the future. So you guys will receive those reminders when you guys need to get those certain messages. Then lastly, this is one of the greatest tools that you guys can also do in the text message app on your iPhone. You guys can undo a send. So you can edit emails and stop them from being delivered before they're sent. So if you guys need to edit it or if you made a mistake when typing it, you guys can just undo that or edit that in any way you want. It's super convenient and innovative, and I want to show you guys a little bit how this works. So let's click continue right here, and then now we're on my messaging app or my email app on my iPhone. As you can see, I'm currently drafting up an email to send in my messaging app on my iPhone, and as you can see right here, it says schedule to send later, and all you have to do is just long press on the send button to schedule a time to send this later. So if I don't want to send this now and I feel like a better time to send it is in a few hours, all I have to do is just long press on the send button and then I can send it at a time I want to. So for example, let's do this right now. I'm going to type in hello there just to have some content in my message. So let me just finish typing this out. And then now that I want to send this, I'm going to hold down right here. And now I have the option to send now, send at 9 p.m. tonight, send 9 p.m. tomorrow, or send later. So let's do send at 9 p.m. tonight. And then it'll actually directly send this letter at 9 p.m. tonight, opposed to me having to send it now. So this is a great new tool if you guys want to send out emails at a certain time on your email app. So I definitely recommend checking this out. It is very useful on iOS 16, so give it a try when you get the chance. The next feature I want to talk about for iOS 16 relates to the Safari app and all the new features you guys can use with the tab section on the Safari app. So as you know, last iOS 15 update, they made the Safari tab bar or the search bar at the bottom of the screen opposed to the top. And we previously showed you guys in multiple videos that you can change that back. But now iOS 16, there's also many new features that they included with the iPhone. And I want to show you guys how to do this right now. So let's go to the Safari app right here. And as you guys can see, I'm just on the home page of my Safari app. And as you can see, it looks normal like it usually would with any of the apps in the previous updates on iOS. But I want to show you guys the brand new feature, and that occurs when you click the tab button right here. And as you guys can see, I have all the tabs that are currently open. And one of the first new features I'm sure you guys notice is you have the ability to search between tabs that you have open. I only have 3 at the moment, but say you had a lot of them open at once, you have the ability to search, type whatever tabs you guys wanted to find those or locate them. You can also use dictation to say what you need to bring up those tabs and find those right at your fingertips. But this is one new feature on iOS 16 with Safari where you can just search between tabs just by typing in specific pointers or information that is in that specific tab on Safari. So this allows for efficient search, and you guys should definitely try that out when you guys get the chance. But this is only one of the brand new features for the Safari app on iOS 16. There's many more to dive into, so let's get right to it. I also want to show you guys what happens when you click this 3 tab section with the drop down arrow right here. So let's click on this, and you guys are going to see it's going to take us to this tab groups page where it's going to show that we have 3 tabs right here. We have a private section, a new empty tab group, and a new tab group from 3 tabs. So these are all brand new features on iOS 16. I'm going to walk you guys through these right now. So right now we have our check next to the 3 tabs. This is essentially this page right here with the 3 tabs I have open at the moment. So that doesn't say much, but if we go back, there's also this brand new private section. So right here, by clicking that, it's going to take us to a private browsing mode. And essentially what this says is Safari won't remember the pages you visited, your search history, or your autofill information after you close a tab in the private browsing mode. And right now we're in that private browsing mode. And essentially what this allows you to do is search things up. And if you want to keep these things private that you search up, you can keep them in this private tab section. This will be only accessible to you, and you guys can access that by just clicking this drop down arrow and going to private. And then once you're here, you guys can search whatever you want in this private tab section and keep it in here as long as you want. So this is a great new feature for iOS 16 with Safari. So definitely try that out if you guys want to search some things up and you want to keep that private to yourself. And then next, if we go back right here, we go back to 3 tabs. I want to start back where we were. And then we click this drop down arrow again. You're going to see this new empty tab group right here option where it gives the plus button next to it. So let's click that and see what happens. Basically, what's going to pop up is this new tab group, and you can enter a name for this tab group. This tab group will sync across all of your Apple devices that are synced with your iCloud. So say I want to name this tab group me or personal right here like this. We can do that, then click save. So now this is my private personal tab group. And right here by accessing this, you can add as many tabs as you want in this section on my personal folder that I just created, or you can work with already what you have. And then also you guys are going to notice we have this option button right here. And if we click this, basically what we can do is send this information in this tab group to anyone we want to if you feel like it's necessary. So you have the option to send any of this information on your Safari tabs that you have open in this section to anyone you want, which is a brand new feature for iOS 16. We can also go back and exit out of this. And I want to show you guys one more feature for the Safari app with iOS 16. We can also go back right down here, and you're going to see we're on my personal Safari tab. But if we want to create a new empty tab group, we can do that as well. So now by doing that, we just enter a new tab group and we can create any name we want for that and then add any tabs we want in Safari on this. So you can essentially add as many tab groups as you like on the Safari app once you update your phone to iOS 16, which is a brand new feature that's definitely worth checking out when you guys get the chance. But if we click done right here and just click this tab group again, and then we click my personal down here, and now we have the option to edit, and I want to show you guys essentially what this does. So by clicking edit, we have these 3 dots pop up on this 3 tab section right here, and you have the ability to copy these links and send them anywhere you want. I just wanted to show you guys that. Then next we also have these 3 link dots right here, and by clicking that you can rename the name of this tab group or you can delete it permanently. So it's completely up to you when you want to edit it. I just wanted to show you guys these features so you know when using Safari after your phone's updated to iOS 16. But overall, this is a great new feature for Safari on the iPhone, so definitely try this out when you update your phone to iOS 16. And let's move on to the next feature. I hope you enjoyed today's video. These were the first things to do with iOS 16. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more great content like this. I also encourage you guys to go to appfindvib.com and subscribe to our email newsletter to get the best mobile apps and games delivered directly to your email inbox. Also, follow us on Instagram at AppFindVIP, where we're going to be sharing the best tips, tricks, and hidden features on iOS 16, Apple products, and Android products. Lastly, I also encourage you guys to go to bestrewardsapps.com, where you guys can see the best reward apps that are going to allow you to win incredible prizes and rewards right at your fingertips. These are all affiliates of ours, and they're all definitely worth checking out. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.